very good, thank you.
You're looking in good form. You all look really relaxed. Is this because you've had time off?
That's because we've had hair and makeup.
No, we've had a little bit more time to ourselves. Now we've, you know, completed this part of the world tour, so we're taking things a little more easier.
I think when we came home, you know, after the world tour, you know, we've been away working hard for a long, long time, so it's nice to come home and spend time with our families and boyfriends and friends.
And sleep
in our own beds.
And chill, man.
When you get spare time, do you just do the things that, you know, normal people do? You just sit in their houses and watch telly?
No, I go dog training at the moment, actually. That's what I do, which for some people is normal, but for some people isn't.
She's a new Barbara Woodhouse.
Yeah, sits and all that lot.
We're big fans of supermarket shopping.
Yeah.
We love going to the cinema.
Yeah.
Going down the pub. It's the same as anyone, really.
So it's not true then that being famous excludes you from the rest of the world?
No.
No, unless you make yourself like that, I think.
Sometimes it can a little bit, but you just, like Emma said, you just got to break through that and, you know, do the normal things that you want to do.
Yeah,
That's the thing, it's your choice.
Yeah, I think
because
when you go out, you only have your fans coming up to you asking you for autographs. You know, if you stick a hat on, you get a few, and it's nice to be able to just sign. It's not like a big problem.
Sure.
I think it's stronger vocally with just the four of us.
I think also we're happier. You know, I wouldn't say happier, but we are really happy as a four-piece.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Because
it was quite strange, you know, when Jerry decided to leave. It was, you know, quite a tough time for us. It was just at the end of our European tour. And, you know, we didn't have long to get things together, but we've done it, and I think it's made us stronger, and it's always felt really comfortable, just the four of us. And it's quite strange now. It's hard to actually imagine it ever being part of the band. You know, we've got loads of fond memories, but, you know, as a four-piece...
And there's always much more room on a couch.
Yeah, we can
Much
sit
more
on
room
the
on
couch.
a couch.
Fantastic.
Sit comfortably.
Now, there's been talk as well of you doing a cartoon series or film. How's that progressing?
Ooh, it's something that we've always wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like the Jacksons done it, even MC Hammer's done it, and it's a bit of fun, isn't it? And, you know, Disney have approached us, and we're just sort of talking about it at the moment.
I think it's quite fun because, you know, we are quite
Animated,
animated.
anyway,
Yeah, so it'd be quite funny.
Especially us two now, we're really animated.
The idea of people being cartoons representing you, how does that make you feel?
Good, because then we don't have to work.
Yeah, you can just do the voiceovers and you can go in your pyjamas. But it's like the dolls, isn't it? It's flattering. Like, if anybody's interested in any kind of image of you, it's like, wow.
Are you finding that you are looking to get more time for yourselves now?
I think
Yes and no.
You know, as well as, you know, collectively, you know, everybody wants to do things personally and professionally, individually. And, you know, we all respect that and back each other. So we have to give each other freedom to do that. So, you know, and those who don't want to work can just be lazy.
Yeah, I think it's a nice time. You know, everything has obviously been quite hectic for us, and I think with this, you know, working on the third album thing, I think, you know, we're going to take it, we're going to enjoy the process, we're going to work with new producers, and we're going to take it gradually, and obviously we've got 2 babies on the way, and, you know, they'll still be able to write in bed and stuff, but it's just, we're going to, you know, take it slower, I think.
I think a lot of people, you know, they like to say, what's happening now? You know, and it's like, well, you know, you know, the last 4 years we haven't really stopped.
Yeah.
We've achieved a lot, and now we want to sit back and, you know, and
Chill
enjoy
for a bit.
of what we've done, enjoy the time with our families because we've had to spend a lot of time away.
Yeah, but we, you know,
So there's no
lots
rush.
to come.
Just stop all this, you know. So you haven't done anything for 2 days, so you've broken up then. Do you know what I mean? So,
Oh, the rumours must have driven you mad this last year.
Sometimes you don't hear, I mean, we haven't heard some of them because we've been on tour, but then when you get back, you hear this story, that story, this story. It's quite mad, some
Don't
of
you
the
find
things.
that it goes like that now? Because it's happened so many times.
You just laugh
Everything
at
we
it.
do, it's like, they're breaking up. Oh, they're breaking up. You know, it's
Can't
like,
keep up.
you just give up and just get on with what you're doing.
yeah,
and-
exactly.
I think probably what people have admired you for as well, you two, is the fact that you were very honest and upfront and came out and said, yeah, we're expecting babies, and made it a quite
we
a
didn't actually.
celebrational thing.
They investigated our lives before we'd even told some people.
Yeah, I think that was a
was
shame,
very nice.
wasn't it, for both of us, is, you know, for something like, you know, it would have been nice for us to be able to say to people and our friends and some of our families, you know, yeah, we're having babies, but unfortunately that was spoiled and that was taken away from us because it was all over the newspapers. That's how a lot of our friends found out, wasn't it? Rather than us being able to tell people, which was quite sad.
A lot of people say that when they're pregnant, they get more creative, like have very vivid dreams and things. Have you
Oh
been
yeah,
finding
you
that?
do. Yeah.
Oh,
Have
there's
some
no end
mad
to my
dreams.
creativity.
You do.
And they're
some mad
inspired us to
ones.
write
Yeah.
some songs.
Yeah.
Gonna have any effect on your songwriting, do you think?
Definitely, it's
Probably.
everything that happens in
Everything
life
does,
inspires
yeah.
us, and this is a big part, I
They're
think.
writing songs like the Teletubbies.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be the biggest change for you two once you've got the babies?
I don't think you know until it's there, do you? Can you imagine? And you go, and you've got a beautiful baby, whatever.
I think that's hard for them to answer because you just don't know until.
I think you probably
No.
worry a lot, you know. I mean, I know that my mum, you know, really worries if I go out, you know, where I am, who I'm with, am I safe, you know. So I mean, even now, you're always thinking, you know, I hope I'm looking after it. Okay, so you know, you worry a lot. I think that's pretty natural.
Do you feel that you were all very well brought up?
Yeah, I do.
Best I'd say that was my mum like me. No, I think, you know, we've been very lucky. We've got very caring and very supportive families. And even, like, from day one when things weren't... I mean, because now, it's, you know, our success is fantastic, but it was hard at first. And they were, like, right behind us every step of the way. So we're lucky.
Individually, I'd like to know what you think it was, I mean, especially with your mothers, I mean, your parents, but your mothers especially, what it was that was the wisest piece of advice they ever gave you.
Don't do it. I always did it. That was mine.
Oh, what was mine?
And I think my mum just said, you know, always be yourself and go for what you believe in, really.
Yeah, I think that with me, I just think everything I did was more of a supportive thing. I mean, I always say, you know, when I say I'm going out now, she'd be like, okay, well, if you're going out, here's some money, be back, you know, try and be back by this time. Instead of forcing me to do something, you know, she'd just be very...
You build up a respect.
Yeah, it was more of a
don't you?
respect. With me and my mum, it's more of a friendship thing. It's more of a respect thing. I respect her.
Yeah, I think exactly the same, really. I was never really, you know, I've never had particularly pushy parents. They've let me do what I want to do and they've been supportive, you know, but at the end of the day, as soon as I went home, I was me, you know, and I feel a lot of pressure taken off as soon as I
I think
walk
they
in the
used to
front
say
door.
to us, can't you be hairdressers? Because
My
it's
mum-
easier.
My mum used to say, why don't you come home and we'll go and buy a new pair of shoes?
Yeah, come home.
Come home and be sensible, come on.
What were some of the fantasies you had when you were a little girl about being a singer or a star?
Oh, actually, I was talking about this earlier. My thing, you know, when you're little, all I remember doing was signing autographs and being known. You
Didn't
don't actually see all the
realise.
work
Hard
that you
work.
do and all that sort of thing. So that was mine, just to be known and
I
sign
think
autographs.
I used to do it. I think we all probably done it, and so many kids do it. Is like, you know, doing your video, pretending you're whoever, you know, in front of the mirror with your
Making up
hair brush,
commercials
things like
and
that.
stuff.
Or like, I used to always pretend there was a camera wherever it was. So like, I was in a film or something. So someone would say something, I'd look at the camera and like go. And I'm like,
See, mine was
Drama
going a bit
queen.
wrong, you see, because I was going to be Margot Fontaine. I was going to be a ballet dancer. And here I am. So yeah, I used to run around in a pair of ballet shoes all the time.
Is there a place, a special place that you used to go when you wanted to make believe you were a star? Or play make believe?
we used to have a place at the back of where my mum used to live. There's like this big waste ground and there's all allotments and stuff on it in a brook and that. And there was some building must have been knocked down, so there was like a big rectangle of like concrete where the foundations used to be, and it was our stage. And me and my friends used to go and do our Michael Jackson songs on the stage over the back of
Mine was just at school because we had a big room with, you know, full-length mirrors all across it, so we used to like run across and look at do our leaps and stuff.
Mine used, when I was at junior school, I used to, I thought I was from Bucks Fizz, and my mum made me one of those skirts that, you know, you used
Right,
to make in your
rip off.
mind. You used to rip off this skirt, and I used to dance in front of everybody in the playground. They all had to sit there and watch me. They had to watch.
I think I got a lot of my kind of things out of it by doing, because I used to do dance competitions and things like that, so you can get up on stage from a young age and sing your heart out if you want to, and have your tap dance and your ballet dance routine. So I did a lot of that when I was young. I think we all did as well.
Yeah.
So that really, yeah, I think from a young age you can decide whether you like it or not.
So with the adult's eyes, what do you think is the most exciting thing about being a Spice Girl?
There's lots of things.
Travelling's a good one.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
travelling
seeing
really
new
opens your mind up to different places and people, because you never know what to expect when you go to a country like, say, for example, Turkey. You don't know the rules or the culture, and you have to learn that, otherwise you're disrespectful. So just things like that, and how people live so differently from you
Japan and
is
India
amazing.
was a big culture
Yeah.
shock.
I tell you what else is exciting, because, you know, even though, you know, we're celebrities now, but we never think about that. But when we're in environments where there's other celebrities, we're like, oh, look, there's thingy, there's it. So that's exciting, isn't it, when you meet famous
when
people?
we meet famous people.
Yeah.
I think also it's nice to be in a position where, you know, you can sort of give to your family.
Yeah, that is
That
nice.
kind of thing. And also, if you feel strongly about something, you can stand up and speak up about it, and people listen to you.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good position to be in.
Is it true that you got a little love note from Leonardo DiCaprio, Emma?
Ah, you'll never know.
You'll never know. No, it's not true. That was so funny.
was a
That was the
wind-up.
biggest wind-up. It was just hilarious. I got this letter off a friend of mine who knew I liked Leonardo DiCaprio, so he signed it, like, jokingly. And I took it into an interview with me, and the next day it was all over the papers. So there, you can just see.
It's true.
yeah.
You still get linked with him, like, if he's in the paper,
I
if you're
know.
in the paper, they get linked. It's so funny. But that happens a
I've
lot,
never
doesn't
even
it?
met him.
Well, there's still
well.
the future. There's plenty
Yeah,
of time.
never
Sounds
know.
good.
Never know.
There's so much fairy tale about your lives. I mean, Mel, your wedding was like the big fairy tale wedding. Do you actually, like, pinch yourselves and say, are we living in the real world, or is this a fairy tale?
Well, sometimes you get days where, when you sit down and think about what's happened to you and what you've done throughout the year or the months, it is like, wow, I've done all that, or I've been there and done this, and now I'm sitting in front of the fire with my nightie on. It's like, wow, that's a bit weird. My nightie.
Now she's lady of the manor.
It is mad when you think about things. You know, it is amazing what we've been able to achieve and where we've been able to go. Because, I mean, I was saying the oldest is, what, 25, and that's to have done what we've done.
Who's 25?
You nearly.
You're
Don't be
nearly,
putting
aren't
years on me, you.
It was Emma said to me, 25.
I'm 24.
2 months, you'll be
I'm
25.
24 for another 2 months. Thank you very much.
You could have now everything that you wanted, so I want to know that what you would like for
You
Christmas.
couldn't have everything you wanted.
See, I think, yeah, things like
You
that.
have to earn things, you know, in
Like
life,
Christmas
I think.
presents, you always, you know, I want pyjamas and a nice tracksuit.
I want some nice
Bubble
knickers.
bath.
Marks
Yeah.
and Sparks knickers.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think a lot of people think that all of a sudden, you know, you don't want to go for dinner unless you go to a posh, expensive restaurant.
Oh, I
Or-
don't.
Yeah, no, but you know,
I do.
No, I'm
yeah, but I think there's nothing nicer than staying in
Oh, see, I'm
and
a
getting
real-
a takeaway.
Oh, you
as
can have
well,
the best
you
of
know.
both worlds. That is the difference. One day you might want to go really mad and really so-called pop starish, and the other day you can go really normal and go down a chippy and, you know, have a few beers. It all depends.
I think
that's
that-
the beauty of it.
Yeah, we're really lucky because we've got freedom, you know what I mean, to be able to do that, where a lot of people haven't.
I personally like my local pub lunch.
They are good pub lunches. Bangers and mash.
You're great ambassadors for your country then, aren't you? I mean, do you feel like that when you go abroad, that you are sort of the ambassadors?
No, of course you don't. Of course you don't. You don't wake up and think, oh,
I don't. No, I don't think that we'd ever.
What is an
we'd
I
ever-
think Jerry's got an ambassador for our country award, hasn't she? How does she wangle that one?
She's
No, it's
not
just
Prince
someone that
Charles.
stands up and says, you know, they're sort of like a representation of Britain, isn't it?
I think, you know...
I think we're a representation of youth of today, maybe.
Yeah, I think, you know, when we go to places like America, and it's like, it's astounding, you know, the success out there, and we can't believe people recognise us, and I think we're very proud to be British and English.
I think that's one thing. I think we do get a lot more respect abroad a lot of times than we actually do at home.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
Because at home, I
Which is
think they
quite
need
sad.
to change the laws a little bit on invasion of privacy.
You're going to be recording the album, I presume. Have you got a starting date for all that?
I think, you know,
Whenever.
When we're ready.
I think I said before, you know, before, we're just going to sort of take this one
Take
slowly.
it easy.
Me and Mal have been in the studio, you know, writing some stuff. We've been over to New York to see some producers and stuff that we want to work with. So, you know, we're getting things on the
Yeah,
road.
just take it as it comes,
Yeah.
really.
Can you give people a sort of a taste of if you're going to change at all, mature, and go in any particular direction?
Probably will, but I think you never know until the product is signed, sealed and delivered
Yeah.
before you put a proper thing on it. You don't know.
They'll
till
always
the
have
end.
that our thing on it anyway, so, you know.
Yeah, that's, you know, we never, you know, go in a certain direction for any reason. It's just we just go with the flow, however we're feeling that day.
Yeah.
That's like how the track will turn out.
And when would you like to see the album coming out?
We're not sure yet. We don't want to give that away because we don't know. We're just, you know, enjoying the process of it all.
As you say, you've now got the freedom to be able to sit back and do things at your own
Yeah.
pace.
Is it, you know, the important thing at the end of the day, any music that we make, we just want it to be good, top quality music. Our fans have been so supportive over the last 4 years, and you know, now's the time we can sit back and really work on it and get some more fantastic material that we're really proud of.
And the writing side, does that come easily to you all?
Some days.
Some days it does.
It depends how you're feeling, doesn't it?
What about your image? Is that still just as important to you as it was in the beginning?
I'm into tents at the moment, so mine has dramatically changed. From me crop tops to tents.
I think, you know, with image, we've never, you know, tried to portray an image. It's just sort of, this is the way we are, and that is our image. You know, and it's I think we've been stereotyped through the media and everything, but only because of the way that we are. So it's not something we concentrate on.
I think that every girl, you know, her wardrobe's, the average girl's wardrobe, she's got her posh clothes, her sporty clothes, her relaxed clothes, her going out clothes. It's like our wardrobe. We have different things for different moods, just like any girl out there. So that's probably why sometimes we're swapping and changing a lot. Because, like you do, kind of thing.
Do you, Mel and Emma, like to see yourselves as eligible bacheloresses?
Not for long, I hope.
Not yet, well, I wouldn't tell you that one.
Yeah, at the moment.
So when are you getting married, Victoria?
Next summer.
Have you got it all planned?
Yeah, I'm starting to do it at the moment. So yeah.
Starting, you've been doing it for the last 2 years.
It is, it takes a long time to find the right place. I've been to see...
I did mine in like a month.
Unless you're jamming, you've got one in your garden. Like,
Yeah, unless you've got a church and a big garden and a big house to have it all in. So I've been looking around at lots of different places, but I'm sort of, I know what's happening now.
And are you getting the time at the moment to go and watch the footy?
It's too cold for me. I'm not really into football, really. That's Melanie's area, not mine. I don't really understand the rules, and I'm not really that interested in ever learning them. Leave that to Melanie.
What amazes me is that you're also all finding time to do other things. Mel, you've had your #1 single with Missy Elliott. Is there more to come?
Yeah, it's something I want to dive into.
Have you had any response yet from Prince and Mary J. Blige about working with them?
Yeah, I'm going to work with them next year, which is quite nice. I'm going to work with Timbaland in a couple of weeks as well. So I'm just kind of slowly doing my own thing and flitting backwards and forwards and relaxing at the same time.
And Mel, you're competing in the charts with yourself and Brian Adams. How did that come about?
Oh, it was, we met Brian. We met Brian. We met him ages ago at the Top of the Pops, and we just happened to bump into him again when we were in LA. And he just said, you know, he'd done this track and he thought, like, my voice would work on it. So he asked me to do it, and I was, like, really flattered. I couldn't believe it. So I just went along and done it.
Oh,
and,
it's a wicked song.
and,
track
yeah,
as well.
I really
I
like
love
it.
it.
Did you go and record it in Vancouver?
No, actually, I'd done the vocals here in London, but we both went over to New York to shoot the video.
And didn't you enjoy working with him?
Yeah, he's a really, really nice guy, a really nice bloke. And then we went round to his house
Went
for
for
dinner, didn't we?
lunch.
Went to lunch. It's brilliant.
What about you other two? Have you got plans for any collaborations?
There's a few bits for me coming up, sort of beginning of next year. I'm doing a production of Sleeping Beauty, which is quite good fun. There's a few famous people, so that'll be good fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got ideas, you know, for next year. You know, I'm really interested in doing some more acting. Also, you know, business ideas that I've got for myself. So, you know, bits and bobs. You know, I'm not really sure yet, but I definitely like to carry on acting.
Does branching out into other things, you think, make you stronger as a unit?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so. Support. It's nice to have support of other people and know what you sort of want, because I'm sure these three girls know what I want to achieve, and so they help me along, which is brilliant.
Keeps it refreshing, I think, as well. And you appreciate both things, because, you know, without being in the group, you wouldn't be able to go off and do that. But then you can go off and do that, and then come back and think, thank you, you know. It's nice.
The whole thing about you being in complete control of your careers now because you don't have a manager, does that work?
I don't think you're ever in control of your career. maybe on ideas and on a business level on what we want to do next we're in control, but as for how well that does or what direction it takes us in is down to the support of our fans and down to people, you know, who are interested in the Spice Girls. That's they control it, the viewers.
What do you think is the most important lesson you've learned over the last sort of 3 or 4 years?
I think it's probably just to stand up for what you believe in, isn't it? Like every step of the way, we've always, you know, we've gone with our gut instinct, and you know, we've been strong, and it's worked.
Yeah, we've always gone, you know, with what we want, and you know, if any mistakes are made, then it's from us.
Do you think there's only been any one song or one artist in your lives that's changed your life and has made you think, yes, that's going to make me a star, or that's going to have a huge effect upon me?
See, I think that's really hard to say, because I think at the end of the day, it's down to you. Why, if you want to, you know, I wouldn't say I've looked at anybody and thought, yeah, I'm going to be famous because she, you know.
I think when you meet people, there's certain people that you meet along this journey that we're on that are in the same industry as you. Like, for example, when I met Prince, there's certain things that he said to me that made me go, oh, it makes you look at things a little bit differently. Because at the end of the day, you know, when you meet other artists and other performers, there is something that joins you together. You don't know what it is, but it's something that joins you together, and it's always nice to get a good conversation out of them kind of people, because they're in the same boat you're in. And it's nice to see how they handle it and what they think of being in the public eye and how they kind of perceive the whole thing of fame and, you know, working and that kind of thing. You do get different points of view, and sometimes it's not what you expect. It's quite like, wow, I didn't think you'd be like that.
That is quite nice. Every day.
Refreshing.
With us, you learn something different every single day, and you're like, you know, so that's quite good.
Hi, we're the Spice Girls, and we hope you have a
Great 1999.
and make some good New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.